Hi, I'm Will Paterson, and this week I'm bringing you another Reddit critique. I'm going to critique the top voted designs on our subreddit. Some will be logos, in fact most of them will be, some will be other designs. The first one has got 90 upvotes. I built a brand identity around a random sketch I did whilst on the phone the other day. Here's the final logo. I don't know any context around this, but I think it's a cool mark. I like the fact that it's got kind of like a impossible shape feeling going on. See this, it kind of sticks out in the middle here. You've chosen the name Zeno as the thing, and I kind of like it. I don't like this at all. That just seems really weird. It kind of, to me, it looks like a banking logo, maybe because it's blue, and a lot of banking logos like to go blue. But yeah, it works well. It's definitely a Z. It's very intricate. It's really balanced because it is symmetrical. There's not much else I can say other than I think it's an interesting mark. But again, you know, there's no context to it, so I can't really critique how well it works in the real world use or how it functions properly when it's being used. The next one has 85 upvotes. I always thought the Polo logo is complicated and hard to understand at first look. I wanted to redesign it. What do you think? What I really like about this is the fact that the horse and the rider is in such simplistic shapes, but you can instantly recognize it. The original logo is, yeah, it's very complicated, it's old school, but it's designed to be like that, I believe. What I will say though is that your design is really nice. It's really minimal. It's got a bit of a different vibe to it. I like the typeface. I don't think it changes very much at all, really. I think it's pretty similar. It's not alienating at all. It kind of looks like a complete rebrand, or just like, you know, a bit more of a modern take on it, which is what I like. A lot of the time when you're doing a rebrand, what you don't want to do is alienate. By that I mean change everything, like the color, like absolutely everything. Kind of like what Facebook did with Meta. They kind of alienated in certain areas with the name change, but they also kept the brand colors the same. And I think in this situation with the Polo logo, it works. It's just really simple and it's really clever. The next one with 76 upvotes, logo for a sportswear outfit store called Kitman. I tried to use the running reference in sport and the K letter from the name of the store. You can see a K in there, but it's also very difficult. It kind of looks like a cross, which to me in subtle design language or in design psychology would mean do not go, but it also is green, so it kind of means go. Kind of, you know, the X means stop, or X marks a spot, but then the green means go. Red stop, green go, either way. So I don't have anything to base this off apart from it being a sportswear, and to me this doesn't really seem like a sportswear logo, I'll be honest. I think it is very simple and works. I mean, this actually does help. This image here, this does help a lot. This is what I talk about all the time. Perfect as it should be. I'd suggest you use a more athletic typeface and make the sportswear a little bit smaller with a bit more spacing among the characters. Let's have a look. The actual typeface here isn't very sporty. There are actual typefaces that insinuate speed, movement and athleticism. Oh, here we go again. I can't speak. Athleticism. Aesthetics. And this one doesn't. This kind of looks like, I don't know, like a boring office supply company. In a word, it's not appropriate. I like the running aspect of it. That's really cool. But again, I think you could do some work. There's some actual balance issues here. So if I go in, you can see right there between this part of the green and this, there's some balancing issues because there's a lot of space in this geometric rectangle here. And it's not the same space as the rectangles used here. So that kind of freaks me out. And I think if you just change that ever so slightly, it would look a lot better. The next one was 70 upvotes. Logo design for a sample pack and sounds website. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And I know about these websites. In the off time of my life, not my life, but I like to create music and produce music for a bit of fun. So I use sample packs all the time. Cool, so music creator. Okay, first impressions. It kind of looks like a Brofist, kind of like a really minimal, boring PewDiePie Brofist logo.
How is that funny? It's not funny. You're just being an idiot.
On the other hand, it looks like a keyboard, obviously with a letter M for music creator. So it's got an M and a C in there. So it is very clever. Now, there's a point in life or in a designer's life where they have to choose between being clever and being effective. I think if you try to be clever too much, you will lack effectiveness in the design. And here is a good situation to explain it, because I don't really know whether this would affect it. Oh wait, here we go. This logo here looks a lot better in the black and white. It makes more sense because obviously the black keys are shown a bit more. I like the way you've done this. I think the logo itself works really nicely. The typeface is perfectly kerned from what I can see, and also it just fits. This is a great favicon. This is a great logo design that you can fit on the website, so it hits all the markers for uses. I'm not sure about these colors though. Good job, I really liked it. I would space out the music and creator a bit more from each other though. Yeah, I guess so. You could do that. It is very centered and very close together. The problem with it being so close together is you would have some legibility issues there, so I agree. PJ, our video editor, has commented, I must admit, on scrolling past, the color scheme and text made me think of a certain adult website. I would like to know, I don't know which one you're talking about. Oh, this color there, right, I see. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. We're going to just slide into the next one. Save plant logo mark for the portfolio. So this is something to do with saving plants, I'm assuming. Let's see, there's no context. We'll just assume that this is all about saving plants. But before I talk about it, I need you guys to know something. If you do not have a portfolio, you need a portfolio. I was a freelance designer for many years, and it was super important not only to show my work on social media, but to have my own branded website, because that is like your creative space online where you can do anything you like. You can be as creative as you want. You can put images, you can have case studies, do whatever you want, and really show off what makes you different as a graphic designer or a creative. For those years, I was using Squarespace for my website, and we still do currently use Squarespace for our websites. And if you're like me and you know nothing about coding, then you don't have to worry, because with the thousands of fully customizable web templates that Squarespace offers, you don't need to know coding. You just need to know how to design, and if you're like me, you can make things look really nice and keep it effective without ever needing to learn code. So not only can you have a portfolio on your Squarespace website, which is highly important, you can have a contact page, an about me page, a page for case studies, which is a huge part of any portfolio, showing how you solved a problem for a client. That's how you really grab them. And not only that, you can have an online store too, where you can sell assets, digital resources. That is a huge way of making money as a freelance designer. So if you'd like to have a free trial and also 10% off Squarespace, then click the link down in the description. And did you know, if you click the link, you can actually make your website before you even pay for it. So make it, design it, and then when you're ready for it to be published and go live, that's when you pay for it and you get the 10% off. Thank you, Squarespace, for supporting the channel, and thank you for listening to that, everyone. Savvy plant. Okay, so I guess it's like something savvy plants, you know. First of all, I really like the color scheme that you're going here. It seems really obvious, but I like this off-white that you've brought in. The off-white with the perfect green is really good. It makes it feel modern. It's flat, and I like that. I kind of like flat design. But what I will say is that the icon it looks like a number 2 or a 5. I don't think it works very well. To me, it looks more coffee bean logo or a coffee logo more than a plant one. I think the green's the only one that's making it a plant one. In fact, this here would be a cool, interesting idea for an actual logo design, personally. Although I love the colors and the way that you presented this, the actual design, it kind of seems very amateur to me because of the spacing irregularities. You can see here that you've got one part of this cut off, and this one isn't balanced with that cut off. I understand that you're trying to make it look organic, but there's also elements of symmetry that you need to have. Like you look in these plants, everything is perfectly symmetrical, or appears to be perfectly symmetrical and balanced. So I'm going to leave this one for you guys to critique in the comments down below. And like always, make sure to subscribe. Let me know which logo was your favorite that you saw today. And if you would like to upload your own logo for free, then join the Reddit community. We have over 14,500 people on our subreddit. It's really active. If you need some critiquing on your logo design work or any design work, then just post your work there. And we've got a great community of you guys that actually help each other out by giving really thoughtful critique, constructive criticism, and a lot of encouragement. If you're new around here, press subscribe. You won't regret it. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't like it. Check the videos on the right. Is this the right? Where's the right? It's somewhere around here. I reckon it's this way. Over here, there will be another video of mine, which is probably a Reddit critique. Go and watch them. We've got over 40 of them now. So go and watch them, binge watch them. You'll learn a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you soon. Goodbye.